I'm not trying to scream domestic violence here, people, but when TMZ caught her with the Bambi and Lil Scrappy, well, she kind of hit him with her pocketbook. That's all I'm going to say. She hit him with her pocketbook, and I don't condone domestic violence. I'm not accusing the Bambi of anything with her fine self. I'm not saying that she did anything, to hurt him or anything, but I just don't condone domestic violence. I'll leave it at that. So anyways, TMZ caught up with the Bambi and Lil Scrappy. If you want to see the video and whatnot, posted a link to everything on my blog at the link below in the description box. The video is right there on my blog as well. Just scroll down for it. So Lil Scrappy and Bambi were asked what they thought about politics in so many words. Really, they were mainly talking to Scrappy because Bambi was like, look, we choose to keep our political beliefs in the house or whatever, trying to keep things cool and not be, on camera making a fool of yourself. Now, Scrappy was feeling high on life. I mean, he's smashing the Bambi, so he was just being real loose lip. Here's what TMZ wrote about it. Renowned political pundit Lil Scrappy, look at the shade. Renowned political pundit. All this shade. Renowned political pundit Lil Scrappy is glued to all the election season coverage, and unlike most rappers, he's proud to say he loves Donald Trump up to a point. We got Scrappy outside DS17 Lounge in Atlanta. Wait, what does the DS stand for? Is it Dick Suckers 17? Anyways. We got Scrappy outside DS17 Lounge in Atlanta, and he tells us why he's on board with some of the Donald's more controversial comments, with one grand exception. Hillary Clinton's not out of the running though, and Scrappy explains why he's more likely to roll with her come November if he didn't have one little problem: a felony on his record for weed and gun possession. We suggest he have a sit down with fellow ATL rapper T.I. One thing Scrappy's fully stoked about is his engagement to Bambi Benson. Check out that rock. Actually, her name is Adiz Bambi Benson. It says it right there on her thirst trap of an Instagram page. But warning, BYOL, bring your own lotion. So anyway, about the whole Scrappy conversation with the photographer. In so many words, he said that he admires the way that Donald Trump speaks his mind and he says real shit or whatever. And that he agrees with him on building this wall, to keep out illegal immigrants. However, he does love his Mexicans. He made sure to throw that in there. And he also said that, basically he agrees more, I guess he's more on Hillary's side because she's a Democrat and she stands for some of the stuff that he stands for. But if you guys actually watch the video, I want you to don't pay too much attention to Scrappy when he's talking too much, giving these people way too much information. They love to interview black people and have black people just running off at their mouths. Let me tell you something. When you're a celebrity and you're black and these people come up to you, don't give long drawn out answers. Keep shit as dry, simple, and basic as possible. You should not really be getting into what the fuck you really believe in. When they come with them cameras and whatnot and they're asking you all these questions in general, you need to learn to shut your mouth. Don't go giving them all of this information. Because when you're a black news company and you go and talk to a white person, they're not giving you, everything that's going on in their mind. The feeling is not mutual. If you really pay attention, they don't do that shit. So I'm trying to make sure I word this correctly and don't offend too many people, but don't give up too much information if you're a black celebrity. But anyways, don't pay too much attention to what Scrappy is doing if you only watch it once. When they start talking about politics, right when Scrappy starts talking about Hillary and Donald, look at Bambi. Look at her reaction. At first, she looked a little annoyed. Then she looked damn near frightened, like, oh God, Scrappy, stop talking. It's freaking hilarious. The expression on Bambi's face, she was like, this dude is a fool. What are you doing? I hope she gave him a little talking to in the car like, Scrappy, don't ever do that again. They go asking us for information. Keep that shit to yourself. But anyways, this is all my opinion. Now, as far as voting for Hillary or Donald Trump, I'd rather vote for Garfield the cat than to vote for Hillary Clinton and fucking Donald Trump. I mean, it's the wig versus the witch. There's really nobody to vote for, the troll or the toupee. You know? The racist or the racist. It's like, you got to be freaking kidding me. Listen, let me tell y'all something though. Donald Trump said that he could shoot somebody, I think he said on Fifth Avenue in New York, and he wouldn't lose any voters. Can you trust a presidential candidate who says something like that? He wasn't even like joking and somebody recorded him saying that because he was at dinner with friends or something like that. And somebody, he was being recorded and didn't know it. No, he said this like to a crowd of people. So this bastard, the last thing that America needs is for somebody like that to be in office. Now, I know that the presidents are puppets and there's other people who control them. I understand that and everything, but still, it's like, come on. Like, this dude is just a complete fool, and we don't need him representing America. Hillary Clinton, let me see. They went from the Clintons and the Bushes, these presidencies. They had Daddy Bush, Bill Clinton. Then they had the son Bush, be president for 2 terms. And I'm sitting back like, why the hell would we put Hillary Clinton in the office and basically keep the presidency of the United States within 2 families? We found out that Obama is Bush's cousin. John Kerry and Bush are cousins. And then we talk about the Illuminati and all this other stuff and how all these people are related. All of them know each other, how they all work in cahoots with each other. But if you vote for the Clintons, you're basically helping that to happen. And I mean, the presidency should not go back and forth for 30, 40, 50 freaking years between 2 families. What's next? Chelsea Clinton? Americans are helping to centralize the power. At the end of the day, they're just going to put in office who they want to anyway. Because your vote doesn't count. It's pretty much just a damn survey, to tell you the truth. But anyways, man, I think we need to worry about local governments and who's working around you as opposed to these bigger elections. But hey, if you guys want to go out there and vote for Hillary or vote for Donald, plain and simply, I don't mean to bring race into this again, but black people need their own political party and not some damn Black Panther party or anything like that, because the new Black Panthers work for the government. Allegedly, they're frauds. The old Black Panthers were the real deal. But anyways, my whole point is this. Black people don't need to be voting for no damn Hillary Clinton or Donald Trump. You're voting for your own oppression one way or another. But it is what it is. You can vote, go ahead and do whatever the hell you're going to do, because when the truth came out about Planned Parenthood and how the founder, Margaret Higgins Singer, was a part of something called the Negro Project and said that she wanted to use abortion and birth control to exterminate the so-called Negro population, most of you still support abortion anyway, even though they flat out said that the leading abortion providers that are, for the most part, in so-called minority neighborhoods, for obvious reasons, convenience for you, and you guys support it. So I don't really expect you to get it, at least not anytime soon. But this is all my opinion. Who do you guys think should become the president? Donald, Hillary, or somebody else? I say somebody else. I say Sylvester the Cat and Garfield the Cat need to run for president and vice president. Matter of fact, I was about to say something, what I think is going to happen, but I'm going to save that for another video. Let me know what you think about it all below. Be sure to subscribe to the Meat Magazine YouTube channels. Visit meatmagazine.blogspot.com. Follow me on Twitter @meatmagazine.